Thinking about waxing at home? Before you put wax anywhere near your skin, there are a few things that you need to know first. Because honestly, most people don't mess up because they're bad at waxing. They mess up because they skipped skin prep. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to prep your skin before waxing it at home. You get smoother results, have less irritation, and less beginner mistakes. Hey guys, I'm Lena, a licensed esthetician of over 10 years and the founder of Wax with Lena Academy, where I teach everyday beauty lovers how to get professional beauty results at home, even as a beginner. All right, let's go ahead and get into what we should be doing before we start waxing from home. Let's talk about length. Most of the time when you go to Google this, they're going to tell you that you need about 1/4 of an inch of hair anywhere that you're waxing. And while I do find this to be mostly true, there are certain caveats to that, because most of the time it's pretty unlikely that all of your hairs are growing in together. There are different cycles of hair growth. Growth grows in at 2.5 week intervals. If you get to 2.5 weeks, you're going to have one layer of hair growth, and in another 2.5 weeks, you're going to have another layer of hair growth, and then another 2.5 weeks, you're going to have another layer of hair growth. So saying that all of your hairs are going to be 1/4 of an inch is crazy. They're not going to all be 1/4 of an inch, because some of them are going to be shorter and some of them may even be a little bit longer. So a lot of the times it's a little easier if you keep track of weeks. Now, we're girls, we keep track of our periods, we can keep track of our waxing. And then obviously as you kind of move on and get better at waxing yourself at home, you'll be able to eyeball how long the hair needs to be in order for the wax to pick it up. So you do eventually sync all your hair growth cycles, but it does take waxing consistently about 4 times total, not 4 weeks total, but 4 times waxing total within your weekly increments for all of the hair to begin to grow in together. And another caveat to that is that every area of your body grows hair at different time. For the Brazilians, we say to get your wax every 4 to 6 weeks. I like to push my clients to 6 weeks. That's just my personal thing that I do. Some people push their clients to 4 weeks. It really just depends on what you're looking for. A lot of my clients will switch from 6 weeks to 4 weeks if it's summertime. We live in California. They want to go to the beach. Nobody wants to wait 6 weeks. But if you come in every 4 weeks, it only gives you 2 weeks of no hair. And if you come in every 6 weeks, it gives you 4 weeks of no hair. But every esthetician is just a tad bit different. Brows grow in about every 2 weeks. Underarms are about every 2-3 weeks or so. Legs are about 4 weeks. The face is so different for everybody. Sometimes I have some girls who will have hair back in a week, and mostly it's just because of hormonal imbalances and the difference between women. So that one's a little bit tougher, but you do want to try to make sure that you're at about 1/4 of an inch or even a little bit longer, and that should be your shortest hair growth cycle. So your shortest hair growth cycle should be at about 1/4 of an inch. So after you have determined if your hair is long enough to wax, you want to make sure that you have prepped the skin to lay the wax. If you do not lay oil down before you wax your skin, you do risk lifting, and honestly that has some pretty adverse effects. So be really careful. Make sure you're using some type of oil to prep your skin. I have oil on my website. It's pre-wax oil. You'll notice that not all oils are the same, especially as you start to really get into waxing and really get into wanting to explore that feel. And a lot of other people will also use baby powder. I'm not a huge baby powder girl. To be honest with you, I think the safest way to do it is to make sure that you're oiled up and just don't use too much oil. If you try to lay a strip of wax onto your face and it slips, it's slipping because you have too much oil. So just do a quick dab and you should be able to remove some of the oil that's there while still keeping the skin protected. Careful with baby powder, not necessary for waxing. Just what I'm gonna say. Now that you've prepped your skin and you know the hair growth and you know that you need to use oil, let's talk about exfoliating. You want to make sure that you're not on quite a few things, especially if you're waxing your face and under your brow. Those areas can definitely lift if you're on a harsh exfoliant. They usually say to stop exfoliating about 24 hours before you come in for your appointment, and that is more of just like a safety measure to make sure that you're not lifting. And that's just for some light exfoliants. Please make sure you check out my website and see all the contraindications. There are a lot of things that you could be on prescribed by a doctor or even just over the counter that you should not be waxing. I'll go ahead and link it in the description below. So another couple things that you want to make sure that you don't currently have before you start waxing would be a sunburn. Ouch. Do not wax your skin while it's sunburned. You are going to lift like crazy. Don't do that. Obviously, you don't want to be anything on the contraindication list. You don't want to have any broken skin, so any open wounds or anything like that. Like, do not do that. If you've just had surgery, you need to get clearance from your doctor before you start waxing. I cannot tell you how many people have gotten a BBL and then asked me for a Brazilian like right after, and I'm like, girl, did your doctor say yes? Yeah, I'm gonna need clearance. So if you're doing a Brazilian or something like in that area, like if you got a tummy tuck and then you want a Brazilian, like girl, make sure you talk to your doctor. They are used to the question, I'm sure. Another thing that you want to do is a patch test. If you don't know what a patch test is, I really recommend that you look it up. I may even film another video of a patch test, but basically you want to test the temperature of the wax on the inner part of your wrist before you place it on any super sensitive areas. Make sure that the wax is an appropriate temperature. If you want any other step-by-step guidance on how to wax yourself at home, I do have a variety of at-home waxing videos available on my website, and it gives you a full supply list with links to everything that you'll need on my Amazon storefront so that everything gets to you super quick and easy. Found this video helpful? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more DIY beauty education videos.